I vividly remember sweating through a sweltering July night because my old air conditioner broke, leaving me relying on a noisy, wobbly ceiling fan that sounded like a helicopter taking off. It kept me awake all night and barely moved any air. Finding a quiet, energy-efficient replacement was an absolute nightmare, as deciphering motor types, airflow ratings, and smart features took weeks of frustrating research. That is exactly when I discovered the magic of BLDC motors. Today, I'm sharing the definitive list of the top 7 BLDC ceiling fans I've tested to save you that headache. Stick around, because our number 1 pick completely changed my living space. 7. Mocha Smart Ceiling Fan. When I first unboxed this fan, the sleek aluminum design immediately caught my eye, promising a modern aesthetic that could blend into almost any contemporary living room or outdoor patio. It is rated for outdoor use, which is a massive plus for anyone looking to upgrade their covered porch or gazebo with some smart home technology. The weather-resistant build feels quite sturdy in the hands, and the initial visual impression is undeniably premium. Setting up the smart features was my next step in the testing process, as it boasts compatibility with Google Assistant, Amazon Alexa, and SmartThings. Connecting it to my home network took a bit of patience, but once integrated, being able to turn on the fan with a simple voice command felt incredibly futuristic. The dedicated app also allows for schedule creation, meaning you can have the fan automatically start circulating air right before you get home from work. During my airflow tests, the fan performed adequately, pushing a decent amount of breeze across a medium-sized room. The BLDC motor is energy efficient, and you can definitely tell it draws significantly less power than older AC motor fans. However, it is not without its frustrating quirks, which became apparent after a few days of continuous use in my testing environment. While it looks great and has a solid motor, the smart connectivity is surprisingly unstable. I frequently found the fan dropping off my Wi-Fi network, requiring a manual reboot of the smart module to get voice commands working again. Additionally, despite being a direct current motor, there is a noticeable humming sound when you push the fan to its highest speed setting, which completely defeats the purpose of buying a quiet BLDC fan for a bedroom. 6. Amico Ceiling Fan. This model positions itself as a budget-friendly entry into the world of brushless DC motor fans, and out of the box, it features a clean, minimalist design with a low-profile integrated LED light kit. The reversible blades are a nice touch, allowing you to choose between 2 different finishes to better match your interior decor. Installing the Amico was a relatively straightforward process, taking me about 45 minutes from start to finish. The mounting bracket is well designed, and slipping the motor assembly into place did not require a second pair of hands. The included remote control comes with a wall mount, which is handy so you don't lose it in the couch cushions, and it offers standard functionality like speed adjustment and a timer. When I fired it up, the airflow was actually quite impressive for a fan in this price bracket. The air distribution is wide, making it suitable for standard bedrooms and smaller living areas. The reversible motor function worked exactly as advertised, successfully pulling cooler air up during the summer and pushing warm air down during my simulated winter tests. Unfortunately, prolonged testing revealed a few glaring compromises that budget buyers need to be aware of. The dimmable LED light kit feels remarkably cheap, emitting a harsh, unnatural color temperature that makes a cozy bedroom feel like a sterile hospital corridor, even at its lowest setting. Furthermore, while the motor itself is decently efficient, my test unit developed an annoying, rhythmic clicking sound at medium speeds, likely due to internal balancing issues right out of the factory. The remote response is also quite sluggish, often requiring multiple button presses before the fan actually registers the command. 5. Hunterfan Aerodyne. Hunter is a legacy brand in the ceiling fan industry, and a shift into the modern era with this smart BLDC fan is highly commendable. The Aerodyne features a striking, slightly industrial design with beautifully contoured blades that look fantastic against a flat white ceiling. I was particularly excited to test their Simple Connect Wi-Fi technology. Unlike some earlier smart fans I have reviewed, the Aerodyne connected to my Apple HomeKit and Amazon Alexa ecosystems flawlessly on the very first try. The app interface is polished and intuitive, allowing for seamless integration into my existing smart home routines without any frustrating drops in connection. The real star of the show here is Hunter's Sure Speed Guarantee, and I can confirm that this fan moves a massive volume of air. Standing directly underneath it, you feel a concentrated, high-velocity breeze that cools you down almost instantly. I tested it in a large, open-concept living room, and it easily circulated the air all the way to the far corners of the space. The BLDC motor in the Aerodyne operates with buttery smoothness. It is incredibly quiet, emitting only the sound of rushing air even on the maximum speed setting. My only minor critique is that the integrated light could be slightly brighter for completely dark rooms, but as far as airflow, smart reliability, and motor silence go, this is a remarkably solid, dependable choice that will not disappoint. 4. Sofucor Carved Wood Ceiling Fan. If you want a fan that serves as a literal piece of art in your home, this is the one. The moment I unboxed the solid, carved wood blades, I was blown away by the craftsmanship. They have a rich, organic texture that adds incredible warmth to a room, stepping far away from the plasticky feel of typical modern appliances. The build quality is exceptional, and the installation process felt secure and sturdy. Every component, from the downrod to the motor housing, is machined with precision. The heavy-duty feel of the materials gave me a lot of confidence that this fan was built to last for decades, not just a few seasons. In my performance tests, the 6-speed reversible DC motor was an absolute dream. It powers those solid wood blades with zero hesitation. Because the blades are aerodynamically carved rather than just flat pieces of material, they slice through the air with incredible efficiency. You get a deep, sweeping breeze that feels much more like a natural outdoor wind rather than a mechanical draft. What I love most during my time with the Sofucor is its absolute noiseless operation. I installed this in my own bedroom for a week, and it is genuinely whisper quiet. The LED light is soft and inviting, perfectly complementing the wooden aesthetics. It is a brilliant marriage of traditional craftsmanship and modern BLDC efficiency that I highly recommend for anyone prioritizing interior design. 3. Dreo Smart Ceiling Fan. Dreo has been making waves in the smart home space, and their entry into ceiling fans is nothing short of spectacular. This fan features a highly futuristic, sleek silhouette that looks like it belongs in a high-end smart apartment. The most impressive feature during my initial tests was the stepless dimmable lighting system. Instead of being locked into 3 or 4 preset brightness levels, the Dreo app allows you to slide the brightness and color temperature along a seamless spectrum. I was able to dial in the exact warm, cozy glow for watching movies, and seamlessly transition to a bright, crisp daylight tone when I needed to get work done. Air movement is managed by an incredibly smart algorithm within the app, giving you access to modes like Nature Breeze, which randomly fluctuates the fan speeds to mimic a real gust of wind. I tested this feature extensively on a lazy Sunday afternoon, and it genuinely made the room feel fresh and airy without constantly blowing a harsh stream of air directly onto my face. The motor technology here is top tier. Even when rapidly shifting between speeds in its smart modes, the motor remains completely silent, with no clicking, humming, or whining. The voice control through Alexa is lightning fast, practically instantaneous from command to execution. It is a flawlessly executed piece of smart technology that elevates the standard of what a ceiling fan should do. 2. Big Ass Fans Haiku L. This brand has a towering reputation in the industry, and testing the Haiku L immediately showed me why. The design is iconic, featuring a seamless, minimalist airfoil shape that makes every other fan look outdated. It is visually stunning, acting as a centerpiece of modern engineering on your ceiling. The out-of-the-box balancing of this fan is something to marvel at. During installation, it went together like a high-end piece of aerospace equipment. Once mounted, I cranked it to its absolute highest speed, and there was absolutely zero wobble, not even a millimeter of shake. It is precision engineered to an incredibly high standard that easily justifies its premium status. Testing the airflow of the Haiku L is an experience. The BLDC motor is outrageously efficient, moving a massive wall of air while using less electricity than a standard incandescent light bulb. The breeze it generates is widespread and enveloping, instantly dropping the perceived temperature of the room by several degrees without creating an annoying wind noise. The included IR remote is sleek and responsive, and the integrated LED light is bright, perfectly diffused, and completely free of any harsh glare. Running this fan day and night, it practically disappears auditorily. You only know it is on because of how comfortable the room feels. It is an absolute luxury investment, but the unmatched build quality and flawless performance make it worth every single penny. 1. Smafan Apex. After testing dozens of fans, the Apex represents the absolute pinnacle of what a modern BLDC ceiling fan should be, perfectly balancing high-end smarts, flawless design, and incredible value. The large 56-inch sweep features gracefully swept blades that look aggressive yet elegant, ready to tackle the largest rooms in your house. The smart integration on the Apex is a masterclass in usability. Utilizing the highly stable 2-year smart ecosystem, my pairing process took less than 30 seconds. From that moment on, I had absolute, uncompromised control over every single feature from my smartphone. I set up complex automations, having the fan automatically turn on when my smart thermostat registered a certain temperature, and it executed perfectly every single time. The beating heart of the Apex is its phenomenal 10-speed DC motor. Having 10 distinct speed settings gives you unparalleled microcontrol over your environment. During my testing, setting it to speed 1 or 2 provided a gentle, silent circulation perfect for sleeping, while cranking it up to 10 unleashed a massive torrent of air that easily cooled down my entire open-concept first floor. Despite the immense power, the motor is astonishingly quiet. Even standing on a ladder directly next to the motor housing at maximum speed, the mechanical noise is virtually non-existent. The included LED light kit is brilliant, highly customizable, and easy on the eyes, because it delivers premium, luxury tier performance and flawless smart connectivity at a remarkably accessible price point. The Smafan Apex easily earns its title as the best BLDC ceiling fan you can buy right now.